We're the Sunder Kids.
Hello and welcome back to Everyday Vibes with the Sunder Kids.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Matthew, and today
We
we're
be
talking about
vibing.
Twilight.
Twilight.
We're vibing in the
What
Twilight. Not
a
the Twilight
great.
Zone. We're
No.
talking vampires, we're talking werewolves, we're talking Forks, Washington.
Which we have been to multiple
We've
times.
been
We
to,
thoroughly
yeah,
enjoy. And guess what? The local grocery store has a shit ton of Twilight stuff.
it's
If
like
you're ever in
Twilight
the
and
area.
Sasquatch stuff.
Yes.
Which, unfortunately, the Twilight series does not have any Sasquatches incorporated, which is,
Yeah.
like, why not?
Like
Like
opportunity
you're already
missed.
here. Yeah, obviously there's going to be Sasquatches. Like,
Obviously,
wouldn't it
you're
make
running
sense
in the
that the Native
woods.
Americans would turn into Sasquatches versus
Dude,
the
that'd be
wolves?
sick.
Wouldn't that make more sense?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, it
know.
would, but maybe not.
I don't know.
I
Probably not.
mean, yeah. It's
Or
like
bears.
or
I would
bears.
rather. I would rather turn into a like. I would rather be a clan of bear clan versus a wolf clan.
Ye
I don't know.
Yeah, but the wolves are pretty freaking
The
and they're
wolves are pretty
huge. I
badass, and
mean,
they're
they're as
huge.
big as
They're
a bear.
massive.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
they're just like a wolf. They're like a
yeah,
massive
yeah,
wolf.
yeah, yeah. They got to
Um,
take down vampires.
they gotta take down vampires. They gotta I mean, that's crazy, this, like, mashup between, like, 2 different species that both have, like, massive strength, and
Yeah.
it's just what an interesting story.
Like, I mean, so all this happened back in like 2008 when the Twilight series came out. The books came out right before the movies, so it was kind of like a bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah,
Movies
they were
came
really
out right
good,
after the
and then it was
books.
like, "Yes, movies
Yeah,
now. Let's
which
get
is
this
so
going."
crazy because I mean, so it's a guilty pleasure of ours. Like we
Quite. I mean, it's
watch.
like a once a year minimum type of
Yeah, you
situation.
gotta
Full
watch the
series, you
Twilight.
just
You
gotta
can
get
watch the full thing through. It's a
it
full
also makes me
day.
just like it is a lot in Forks, like, there's a lot of Washington area filmed, and I
Yeah.
just think it's gorgeous, so
You see the tall trees and some of the water, and like I mean, the way that they shoot the first movie. The first movie is the entire thing is like green and blue. The way that
mm,
they film it,
mm.
it has that green
So old, it has, like, Anna
sheen. Like,
Kendrick in it.
oh my
It's just,
gosh,
like, quite the the first one's
it
so
is
funny.
so like 2008, 2010 style movies. It
Yeah,
like
yeah, because
captures
it's like,
that
yeah,
era so
2008,
perfectly.
9, 10, 11, and 12. 5 movies,
Yeah,
5
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah. But that, I
Crazy.
mean, that type of overcast happens out there all the time, so
All
I
the
get it.
time.
Yeah,
It's
and you
lovely.
gotta. It's the only way to hide the twilighty skin of the vampires.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
twinkle.
they can't glisten all the time.
Yeah,
Gotta be out in the
yeah.
sunlight.
It's so crazy. So I mean, they added a couple things for like vampire lore and werewolf lore that don't actually exist in real life
Yes. Glistening
legends.
for
So
one,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, I don't know about the glistening, and I don't know about the
I thought it would just,
breaking
like,
their
burn
necks
their
and then turning
skin.
to
Like
stone. You know,
yeah,
like
like
I didn't
porcelain?
realize.
Really?
I thought vampires just died. You have to do the stake through the heart, that type of
Me
thing. But then they
yeah.
like turn into stone and like crumble.
Yeah, it's like porcelain, it's like glass. They turn
Yeah,
into,
it's so
like,
weird.
shatter.
And then they like turn into little poofs of dust
And
and
then
like
they have to light
statues.
them on fire. It's like, okay, are they gonna, like,
Yeah,
come back together if you don't light
yeah.
them on fire? I
And
mean, you
like,
all have to light them on fire.
so if it's flesh and then they're super duper strong and then it turns into like the porcelain stone thing, like wouldn't that hurt the wolves' teeth when they're chomping off their fucking limbs?
Yeah.
Right? Listen
Yeah.
anyway. Listen anyway. So, the
Or
first
they just,
movie,
like, break that quick, with their teeth. But
yeah,
yeah,
maybe
it would
they just
get stuck
regrow
in their
teeth really
teeth,
fast.
and it's like, it's like
Yeah, yeah. I
shatters.
don't usually nom on concrete, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I don't
not a
know,
thing
I
that.
guess. I never thought about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But then,
yeah.
they come together, which, Bella's this, like, glue between these 2 realms that never got along,
Which
right?
is which is so crazy because
It's
I
fucking
mean
weird. She's
he's
like a high
like
school kid.
because they're supposed to be like 100 something years old or like 200 years old
Yeah.
living in the area, which kind of makes sense. I mean, this area was settled in like the late 1800s by white settlers and was a thriving community. Um,
Loggers, I imagine.
yeah, yeah, but like the Salish coastal tribal community
Mm,
was
mm,
just
mm,
like
mm, mm.
massive.
Gotcha.
One of the most populated native areas in the United
Okay.
States,
Okay.
all the way up until late 1800s.
Sick.
Yeah. But
Buzz.
when did the vampire show up, and like why, and like what,
And
and
they
like
hate them. Like they're in their old stories. They have like issues
and
in
oh
the
my god, if
past. They
you're
go
if
back.
you're if you're 200 years old, why would you choose to forever be in high school?
I have no idea. I
That's
guess, but
that's the
that's
thing that but all four kids, like the guy's Jasper is a Civil War Confederate guy.
yes.
You know that bitch had slaves. Like not a good guy. And then now he's at high
He's in high
school.
school.
He's in high school from like 1950 on. Like wait, what? Why?
Yeah, and that's like a weird way to fit it is to like be exposed. Like why not just like all have jobs?
Yeah.
And they all look old enough. It's
Like
not like they look like they're in high school.
yeah, like there's yearbook. You don't think yearbook club's gonna notice? Oh hey, these the same
Yeah, these
people are in
guys have
like
been
in the yearbook from 20 years ago, and they have not changed.
Yeah, but that's why they move towns, they like giddy up and go.
No, I thought it was established that they've been in the region for a while. Like that's their territory. That's like where they go.
I
I can't remember if
I
like the
feel like the
Cullens
Cullens
have gone
kinda
and
move
then
around. They
move
like,
around and like
and then it was like,
I'm
"It's time
pretty
to leave." They left.
that is true. And like so in the later movies, they go to what Buenos Aires. They go to
Yes.
Brazil for
Yes.
the honeymoon and like
Yes, little carnival.
that's a sunny fucking place. Why are they going down there? Like what connection
Yeah.
does the Cullens have to Argentina?
But, like, things at night, it's like that place is like Vegas. It's like
Hold up.
everything
We
happens
got
at night.
pause. We got pause. Hold up. Hold up.
Okay, we're back.
All right.
Yeah, Matthew's got a maintenance guy over, so that's
Yep.
fun. You might
Gotta
hear him in
check
the background, but it's all
the
chill.
the alarms and
So check
everything.
this
Beep
out.
beep 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 beep. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
One
But,
of those days.
okay, so Argentina but, okay, a lot of things happen at
But
night, and
yeah.
Brazil and, like, a lotta they're in, like, rainforesty areas. It's very but, yes,
So
why
yeah, I
choose
mean,
that area? Like,
yeah,
go
I guess canopy cover in the rainforest. There's not a
Yeah,
lot of light getting down to the forest
and
at
they
the bottom.
stayed in a lot. They were banging it out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like even like I don't know. There's like what a whole network and an underground society and government of vampires,
Yes.
based out of Italy that they
Yes.
all listen to and like do things with, and like
Yes. And
that's
they
what
will
thousands and
assassinate.
thousands of years old.
Yes.
You
And then
know,
they eat these humans if, they work for them and they, like, promise them they'll become vampires, and then they
which
don't do that.
how do you apply online for that job? Like it's like,
I
do you
think
have to have a LinkedIn?
who knows? You
Like, hey, I'm
accidentally
very
walk in that
passionate
building.
about museums and being a vampire. Like, I would love to have my blood sucked. Like, how
Possibly.
do you do
There are
that interview
probably some
process?
vampos out there. Who knows?
And did you notice that the what is it, the Volpuri, the
Volturi.
Volturi? Yes, they look very very similar to the Catholic Church in the way that they're dressed in the
Quite.
robes and everything.
The
It's
robes and the
I wonder if that's
Pope-esque.
symbolism or allegory to some sort of literary thing,
God,
but
and they're, like,
who
corrupt,
would
and then they kinda hire on and they're like, "No, we would never have attachment with this." And then I think, honestly, the one of the best scenes is the big fight scene, and then, spoiler, it's like Alice,
yeah,
and,
yeah. So
and you're
you like the fake out ending
oh, it freaked
of
me out at first, but
Breaking
obviously I'm
Dawn
like
2, because everybody dies, like, they all get, eh,
everybody dies.
like
Your heart is wrenching. You see Carlisle, you're just like, "No,
and
no, no, no,
but
no, 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 no."
it is a badass sequence, like, the camera angles on the
Incredible.
shots with all
Yes.
of that stuff was
They're
awesome.
just all on
Like,
the attack. Just
that's
it
exactly
was
what you want out
amazing.
of a human versus werewolf or, like, vampire versus werewolf epic battle at the end. And, like,
Abso-freaking-lutely.
the cut to, like, "Oh, no, nothing was real."
and you're just like
Wait, what? Oh
taken
God.
aback, and then it's like, no, he saw it, not gonna he doesn't want to die. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he's just like holding the hand.
Um,
Oh, yeah.
but I
No,
love
that's
the
that's
other
my
one
boy.
that just like puts his arms out and he's like, finally. And then
Yeah.
they just like rip him off. He's
I
probably been
mean, if you're
alive for a
5,000 years
long
old,
time.
yeah, like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness, just
Fuck, get
beating
me
the
out of
entirety
here.
of human civilization.
Yeah. Too much. Too much. Too
Too
much.
much.
But
Yeah.
okay, so I love that scene and I love the baseball during the storm scene. Love
Oh
that.
yeah, they have
They
to.
just
They're
sounds
running
like
and jumping
lightning
and
when
like,
they're just smacking those balls so hard.
yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
It is kind of interesting. I mean, with the whole newborns, where they have the newborn army and the whole thing, because they're, all hyper and super powerful right when they turn. But
Yes.
then they use that to their advantage when they finally turn Bella. But like, okay, so Bella wants to become a vampire, is in love with this guy. This
Yeah.
guy's like 200 years old, heading on a teenager,
Yep.
and then like, oh, he's old school, so they want to get married, and then like, okay, but why do they have to bone before turning into vampires? I thought like the whole
Well,
thing
she,
about
like, kept pushing
because
it, and she's like, "I want to,
but
I want to, I want to,"
the
and he's
first
like, "No, no,
movie,
no, 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 no," until it's, like, necessary, kinda. He
but in the
just keeps
first
pushing it.
movie, like the whole reason that one gal is or like those three vampires are trying to get revenge on Bella is because like they killed the mate of the one, and like vampire mates
Yeah,
have like
killed
super
James.
big, yeah, super strong bonds, and they can so why wouldn't you just do that? Just get it over with.
Yeah, but again, she is a child, and she had a father that's questioning
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah.
moves, and it was
The
fucking
no vampire child rule. Like what's the age cap for that? Because I mean, if
I don't
vampires have been
know.
around for thousands of years, the cultural age of consent has been different in different time periods in different parts of the world. Like
Correct.
what do they consider a child for vampire turning?
Yeah, because then you okay, so,
Is it 18?
not
Like
Twilight, but, like, have
like
you watched
she's not
Interview with
even.
a Vampire with, Tom Cruise and Kirsten Dunst? Like, way
I
and,
think so.
you haven't?
Maybe. Probably.
It's
With you at some
very,
point.
very, very good. But Tom Cruise and, like, Brad Pitt and Kirsten Dunst,
Yeah.
like, it's a
Oh
very
man,
odd
yeah.
film, but she is a child, and she's, like, I wanna say, like, 14.
Yeah.
So I wonder,
But
like,
I mean
what if it's a
what
universal, like, vampire rule of,
one of our favorite childhood movies is My Little Vampire, Brittany.
oh, shit, and they were like
Oh,
a
human
family that
they're
bred.
literally by like, yeah.
That's true.
What a
I love
movie.
that movie so freaking much. God, I love that movie.
It's like,
Um,
yeah.
you're absolutely right, and they were a family of vampires,
Wow.
like, they had 3 kids, like, they bred,
Yeah.
and that's cool.
And that was
But,
chilling
like,
there.
these vampires in Twilight can't
Changing
breed,
cat.
right? You can't breed at
Yeah, yeah,
all.
yeah. So that's why
Um
it's all crazy that she gets pregnant
Yes,
as a
and then
result
she's like,
with like
this,
the
like, half and
vampire.
half, right?
And
And
like,
then she's, like, dying. The way they do the
yeah.
makeup that she is so freaking gaunt is wild. She
Yeah.
looks like she's gonna die, and then, she's finally drinking down some blood, which, like, oh, made
Yeah.
baby happy. She was pumped about it. Great. But then she breaks her back backwards and, like, all the shit goes down, and she just looks like
Those
E.T.
scenes.
dead. It's so much in those scenes. And then
And
Edward's
this was like,
covered in blood.
PG-13 movies, and like
Yeah.
some of those scenes are like, oh my good god, like they
Oh
make me
my
so
good god.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and, like, ripping at the neck, ripping arms off, twisting heads around. Like, it's pretty brutal,
That's a
pretty
lot.
intense.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're so good, and you just, like, can't and then, like, wolves even, like, ripping around human bodies is
Yeah,
like, Jesus.
and it's so the PN dubs. Like
Dubs.
maybe PN dubs, there's maybe 2 months out of the year where you can go walk around with a t-shirt. But even when the sun goes down, you still need to have another layer on you.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to be able to walk around shirtless and still be warm around here 24/7, 12 months out of the year. But
Yeah.
I can't. I'm gonna
No.
turn into a wolf.
No. They
You
are
know, it's
hot.
just kind of funny that that's like a thing for some reason for the wolves is that
Yeah.
they're all shirtless.
But they
And
like
all I
run
like
hot, and he talks about his body. He
sure.
keeps it warm in like the cold night, remember?
Yeah.
He's
Which
like,
is so funny that Jacob just cucks Edward just so hard, and then Edward's into it. They're like watching and looking at each other
yeah,
in the
while
same
she's
in the
just like
tent.
sleeping. Yeah.
And
They're
it's like
so weird.
you guys are already married at that point.
Yeah.
Like you've already boned and have a kid. Like and the whole point of this
Oh
whole thing
yeah.
is that you're saving the kid and like you're like, oh, cuddle Bella.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like
And like,
take a hint,
okay, I
dude.
was
Take a
honestly
hint. There's
super, super
like
Team
oh,
Jacob.
then he gets like imprints on the baby and he
Dude,
grows
okay,
super
so
fast.
was super Team Jacob, right? Like super
Yeah,
hot. This much Taylor Lautner in his prime, baby,
yeah.
in
First,
his prime.
yeah,
And he's just like a nice, basic guy, hot, sexy. Then Edward, like Robert Patterson is just like not my Pattinson, whatever, is not
yeah.
my type.
He's
Even
not
as
your hot.
Cedric, like I'm just not my thing. And so it's like, oh, but like love the vampire lore, right? Oof, way more than these wolves, kind of, whatever. Um, but then motherfucker goes and imprints on their baby is just, and I know it's like uncontrollable, you can't help, but he's just like staring into this baby's face that's super CGI and
The
like
super
very,
CGI baby that
very
then
odd.
grows super fast, and then it's like, you're the protector slash future person slash I want to bone
And when does
and
she
this
stop
kid.
aging? Does she like I guess like that one guy got to like age whatever, the rainforest guy, and then he
Yeah,
was
and
like
then stopped.
150. Yeah, stopped
Well,
growing.
he stopped growing into like his normal form at like what, like a year or two or something. Because she's
Oh
like,
yeah,
because
he
by
was.
the end of the movie, like she goes from a baby to like a 14-year-old girl
Yeah,
that's in like 6 months,
even in
maybe.
like 17-year-old girl, like wearing a
Yeah,
cardigan and like jeans and
and talking, and like they still choose to make it like her CGI when she's even 17. It's like
no,
you could have used different actors and worn the same clothes.
yeah. It's very odd. And then
And
it's
also, how
just
do they
like the
afford all the clothes?
Jacob.
You have to go to like Ross every single day for another pair of clothes for this little bitch. Like,
My goodness. Yeah.
ugh.
'Cause
and
everybody
and
there has been the same size their entire life.
yeah. I would just assume since all of the other wolves in the wolf clan are hooking up or like linked up, they've imprinted on each other. Like, there's
Yes.
these couples. You'd think that might be in the werewolf DNA that it only happens with other werewolves. Um, I
Mm,
don't know why would it be with a vampire?
I don't know. I thought it could just be with, like, anybody,
Any
and, like, they just keep within their tribe mainly, so then it's like,
I don't know,
no, you
but
wouldn't
I do
like,
know
why would you?
like a duck can imprint on a human and think that the human's their mom type thing,
Oh,
and they follow you around
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can adopt other
it's
things
interesting.
like
But
birds can
no matter
adopt other
what, I
birds.
go back to that series once or twice a year because it's
Yeah,
so damn good and
it's a
juicy and
fun.
funny and, like, the running
Tastes
and
so
the Dakota
serious and
Fanning.
like so crazy and like ridiculous, and the action scenes are ridiculous. The mood, the
Ridiculously,
lighting, the
oh,
acting, the story,
it's
the whole
phenomenal.
thing is just like, wait, what? And then it's just so fun every single time. Yeah, I can't get enough of it. Gotta
And then
watch it.
the fact that, like, doesn't 50 Shades of Grey, isn't that a
It was
Twilight
originally a
fan
fan
fiction?
fiction. Yep.
Like,
And they just changed the names and stuff. It's like, yeah,
put it in the city, domination, all this shit.
yeah. Uh,
Interessante. It is.
craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness. But yeah,
But it's so
if
damn
you're
good.
ever in Forks, Washington, go ahead and make sure
At
you
their
watch
local Safeway.
Twilight. And yeah, hit up their local Safeway. They got all the Twilight merch.
You can get some cookies because they're the best.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you know,
And go to Ruby Beach. Like Forks is actually pretty fire. Get out to
it's
that
really close
area.
to it's close to Crescent
All the
Lake, Soul
things.
Duck, Ozette, Redondo. Yeah, it's
All
got
the things. Beachy, foresty,
beachy,
foresty.
foresty.
Lots of vamps and
A
definitely
couple werewolves
some Sasquatches out there.
and definitely some Sasquatches.
But yeah, maybe one day we'll see them all.
Maybe.
Who knows? But for now,
Ciao, ciao.